I was browsing through an old server I used to admin, just out of curiosity, when I stumbled upon a log entry from yesterday at 11:59 with my own username and a command I'd never typed, which is weird because I haven't logged into that server in years. At first, I thought it was just some leftover session or a misconfigured cron job, so I dug deeper to see if I could find any other signs of activity. I checked the access logs, and sure enough, there were a bunch of entries from my IP address, all from yesterday, which again, doesn't make sense because I was at work all day and my laptop was closed the whole time. I tried to rationalize it, thinking maybe someone had somehow gained access to my old account, but the commands they were running were all so mundane. Just basic system checks and file listings. Nothing that would indicate any kind of malicious activity. I even checked the file system to see if anything had been modified recently. And that's when I found a file called Eclipse Zip, which I'd never seen before, but it was dated from last week, so I thought maybe one of my old coworkers had left it there. I decided to download it and take a look, thinking maybe it was some kind of backup or archive. But as I was waiting for the download to finish, I started to feel a creeping sense of unease, like I was being watched, so I closed the laptop and took a walk around the block to clear my head. When I got back, the file had finished downloading, and I extracted it, expecting to find some kind of log files or system configs, but instead, I found a bunch of chat logs, all from a conversation I'd had with a friend a few years ago. But the weird thing was, the logs were all time-stamped from after my friend had passed away. I tried to tell myself it was some kind of glitch or misconfiguration, but the more I read, the more I realized that the conversation was different. Not just the timestamps, but the actual content. It was like my friend was saying things they'd never said before, and I was responding in ways I'd never responded before. I started to feel a knot in my stomach as I scrolled through the logs, my mind racing with questions, like how was this possible and why was I seeing this now? I typed the same message to myself 4 times and deleted it, trying to process what I was seeing. But the more I looked at it, the more I realized that this was something much deeper, something that challenged everything I thought I knew about the internet, about data, about reality. I opened up a new tab and started searching for any information I could find about the server, about the chat logs, about anything that could explain what I was seeing, but every link I clicked led to more questions, more inconsistencies. I started to feel like I was drowning in a sea of code and data, unable to find a lifeline to cling to. And then I saw it. A single line in the chat log, a message from my friend, time-stamped from tomorrow at 2:47, saying, "I'm still here." I'm staring at the screen, my heart racing, my fingers frozen on the keyboard, as I realize that I'm not alone, that something is watching me, waiting for me to respond. And I'm thinking, what do I say? What can I say? When I hear the sound of my laptop's keyboard typing out a response on its own, the words appearing on the screen in front of me, I'm waiting.